Hello everyone, my name is Akmal Firdaus, and today we'll be talking about the case study on gender effects on impulsive buying behavior. This Group B, consists of me, Akmal Muhammad Firdaus, Tazkia Suraya, and Aurelia Destiera Lenka.
Alright, so I will present this slide first for introduction. As we can see from the cast, the background is post-one Cheddar's textile is struggling in a competitive post-liberalization market. So post-liberalization itself means India opened up economy in the 1990s, leading to more competitive and changes in what people like to buy. So back again, his son, Gaurav, aims to transform the business by entering branded apparel retailing, focusing on understanding impulsive buying behavior. Okay, we move to the next slide. It's about Indian apparel market overview. So, Indian's retail market is valued at 490 billion and expected to grow to 865 billion dollar by 2023. And I have the chart, so I make myself by the data from the article. So as we can see here, um, the menswear have a value 42%, women's wear have a value 38%, and the kids wear have a value 20%. And so the highest number is menswear, but recently, the demand is mostly driven by Western and Indo-Western styles, and the growing number of professional women has been a key factor of this rise. So, we can conclude that growth is driven by rising consumption among professional women. Alright, so in this slide, I will explain about impulsive buying. So basically, impulsive buying is unplanned purchases triggered by emotion. But there are key characteristics of impulsive buying. So the first is emotional triggers. It's driven by spontaneous emotion. So it comes spontaneous when the consumer encountered an appealing product, this emotion creates a strong urge to purchase. This is based on the theory of Brooke and Burroughs. So the second one is bypassing decision-making stages. So in impulsive buying, consumers skip stages like information search and evaluation of alternatives, jumping directly to the purchase decision. It does on the angel. So the third one is short-term satisfaction. So impulsive purchasing also often focus on fulfilling immediate emotional needs or short-term gratification while ignoring long-term preference. So the last is environmental or contextual influence. Uh, it includes the external factors such as store layout, lighting, music, and product placement play a significant role in triggering impulsive purchases. As I know, in Indonesia there have a big store like KKV. So when we come to the store, the music is has a happy and fun vibe, so it makes the customer happy for buying. For me, it's like that. So, okay, as we know from this slide, I can conclude that impulsive buying happens because of emotion and the environment, not careful planning.
Okay, so the third one is environmental factors. It includes ambience of the store, such as lighting, music, and maybe temperature. It can create a positive emotional environment that will encourage impulsive buying. Uh, and a pleasant and comfortable setting can make consumer more relaxed and more willing to make an unplanned purchase. And for the product placement, so the product placement is crucial, like item near the checkout counter or at our eye level are more likely to be bought impulsively. This is a strategic placement of products that will encourage the consumer to grab item and buy it without thinking. And the next one is social factors. It includes perceived crowding because sometimes a busy or crowded store can make shopper feel a sense of urgency, and it will encourage them to buy quickly. And the friendliness of the salesperson is important for the social factor because if the salesperson is friendly and engaging, they can make the consumer feel more comfortable, and it can influence their decision to buy impulsive. And for the last factor is external cues such as window display. So the first impression of a store, especially through the window display, can trigger impulse buying. And for credit cards, like the convenience of using a credit card instead of cash can make consumers feel they're not spending real money. So it will uh, encourage them to making a impulsive purchase. And the promotional activities like maybe sales, discounts, and limited time offer can create a sense of urgency. So the consumer will feel they have to buy now, and they will excited to buy the item at that time. Okay, so for the next one is gender differences in impulse buying. So for the females, they are more emotional when buying, so they tend to use more of the emotional side rather than the rational, and they're more likely to feel guilty after doing an impulse buying. And for the females, they are use shopping to manage their mood. And for the male, they are more practical and less emotional than females, and they are less likely to feel guilty or regret about their purchase. Okay, so the next one is key research insights. So based on the research in the case study, there are five most important attributes that determine customer choices on apparel store. The first one is product display. So the visual arrangement of the merchandise is important, like and then strategic placement of the products. The product display will create a visual appeal and attract more impulse purchases, and it can influence customer first impression of the store. The second one is store layout. It's about physical arrangement of the store section, and it's about easy navigation, logical product grouping so that customer will not confuse, and facilitate smooth customer movement so they can comfortably walking around the store. And the store layout will impact shopping duration and purchase likelihood. And the third one is basic amenities. It's about the availability of essential facility in the stores, like clean washroom, drinking water, comfortable shopping environment, like good ambience of the stores, and it will enhance the customer experience. And the next one is loyalty points. So this is like a reward system for the customer to repeat purchase. It will encourage customer retention, and it's about provide additional value uh, beyond the product, and it will create emotional connection uh, between the consumer and the brand. And the last is about brand availability. So it's about diverse range of brands catering to different customer preference, provide multiple choice for the customer, and increase likelihood of finding desired product. So if the brand availability is varied, it will increase the desire of impulse buying from the customer.
Strategic challenges. Gaurav must navigate complex challenges such as designing an impulsive buying friendly store, developing gender specific marketing, creating a stable, suitable pricing strategy, and targeting the growing professional women's market. Potential business strategies. Recommended approach includes creating an impulsive purchase environment, developing gender specific sensitive marketing, offering flexible returns, focusing on visual merchandising, and leveraging the professional women's market. In conclusion, Gaurav's journey demonstrates the importance of understanding consumer psychology and adapting to market changes. Success in modern retail requires the transforming traditional business models through innovative, insight-driven strategies.
Alright, so for the question number one, I chose BlackBerry for the example because BlackBerry has failed because they couldn't adapt to change. So the BlackBerry itself is a smartphone brand, and BlackBerry was once a leader in the smartphone market, but lost its position because it didn't adapt to changing consumer preference, while Apple and Android embrace the touchscreens and a wide range of apps. But BlackBerry stuck to its physical keyboard and focused on corporate customers. Okay, so I have the similar things between BlackBerry and Children's textile business. So as we can see from the table, from the first aspect, relying on past success, BlackBerry is focused on physical keyboard, as I said, and Children's textile business is relied on traditional textile production and missing the shift to branded apparel. And for the second aspect is adapting to market changes. BlackBerry was built to recognize smartphone like as a lifestyle tools, not just communication device. So for the Chadras textile business is they miss changes in consumer preference towards branding, experience, and impulsive buying. And the third aspect is innovation is the key. So BlackBerry is slow to innovate, and for the Cheddar's textile business is Gaurav. Gaurav's plan to innovate with branded apparel to meet modern consumer demands. And the last aspect is lesson for business. So for the BlackBerry, was focused on adapting to market changes and consumer needs. And for today's textile business is follow trend as a gender focused marketing, impulse buying, and then diversity products or use digital marketing to engage younger audience. Alright, so for the answer for number two, um, so there's a five, I think. First is growing middle class and higher income. So in India, more people are earning higher incomes, which leads them to buy more branded clothes. And this is similar to Chida's family business, which plans to shift from textiles to branded apparel to attract customers with higher incomes. Then second one is influence of social media and trends. So as we know that social media plays a big role in shaping fashion trends, and Gaurav Chandras can use social media to target young customers and encourage them to buy clothes on impulse. Then there's easy online shopping. So Chandras business can sell clothes online, making it easier for people to make impulsive buying and reach more customers. Then next is retail strategies driving impulse buying. So Gaurav Chandra can use these strategies in his branded apparel business to attract more customers, like use tactics like use tactics like limited time offers or discount maybe. And then last is loyalty programs and peer influence. So uh, offering rewards for repeat purchases and creating the strong brand can help build loyal customer base and drive impulsive buying. We can conclude that the rise of branded apparel in India is connected to impulsive buying. Traders business can take advantage of this five that I have been present, growing middle class and to loyalty programs to attract customers and to adapt to market changes.
Okay, so for the number three, compare the impulse buying behavior of the males and females using the data provided in the case. Based on the data of the research from the table 4, we can see that it's about the difference in impulse buying behavior between males and female. So, particularly in affective factors, females are more influenced by emotional factors and are more likely to make impulsive purchases to manage their mood. As we can see on the table, for manage mood management component, females have a higher uh, average score, 3.3, compared to males, just 2.75. So that the significant difference value is 0.081, and it means it's less than 0.1. So there's a significant difference on mood management component. And for the table 5, about the post-purchase behavior, it reveals that after an impulsive purchase, females tend to feel more guilty compared to males, who generally experience less post-purchase regret. It is proved by the result for feeling of guilt. Females have a high score, which is 3.4, compared to male just 2.75, and the significant difference value is 0.091. So it is again less than 0.1, so there is a significant difference on that component. For the number 4, in the case it mentioned that Gaurav is considered to launch a female-only apparel line, how tenable the idea do you think it is? What kind of pricing strategy you think is best suited for the market? So according to our group, launching a female-only apparel line is a promising idea with a strong potential. Women's fashion is a significant part of the apparel industry, driven by the growing number of working women who need stylish and practical clothing in their daily life. And additionally, women, as found, tend to buy on impulse more frequently, so it making women become the ideal target for such a dedicated product line. While the market is competitive, the brand can stand out by offering uniqueness like eco-friendly fabrics or maybe body-positive sizing, and this approach can also help to build a strong brand identity that will resonate with the female customer. And for the pricing strategy, uh, starting with lower price or penetration pricing can attract attention and build a customer base in a competitive market. The brand can also focus on value-based pricing or value for money by highlighting a high-quality materials or sustainable design to appeal to customer willing to pay more. Additionally, creating varied pricing, it also uh, can be done by uh, create a diverse in the pricing segment, like uh, different price range for casual wear or work wear and luxury item. It can ensure the brand to cater to a diverse range of customers. So with this approach, the female-only apparel line can catch the market demand by differentiate itself and can create a long-term success.
5. Post-purchase behavior between male and females are different. How? What do you think you can attribute it to? So, for males, they tend to justify purchases based on utility and practicality. They are less likely to experience buyer's remorse due to logical decision making. Then they're more focused on long-term usage and durability. As for females, they experience post-purchase dissonance more often than not, especially with high involvement products. Second, they seek validation from peers or online reviews, and they're likely to return items if they do not meet expectations. Now, for their attribution, cognitive versus emotional decision making, which are males rely more on rational factors, while females often weigh emotional and social influences. For cultural norms, in India, societal expectations and self presentation pressures can contribute to heightened post purchase behaviors among females.
Okay, we've come to the end of the presentation. Thank you for watching.